guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Back with our daily free pick for today. So I have 4 plays for you guys today. Yesterday was ugly. I think probably a worse day we've had yet. I can't think off the top of my head that we've had a worse day than this. So if I have, I've forgotten about it. So all right, yesterday guys, we went 2 and 5. I got that vibe early on. Like, we lost 2 games in overtime. We lost a football game in overtime. We lost the Pittsburgh Penguin game in overtime. I was watching both games, but I mean the Penguins game, we absolutely had them on the ropes, and then a bad turnover in overtime and game over. I don't believe in good luck or bad luck, or I don't think there's unlucky people and lucky people and all that stuff. I believe in probability and numbers. Yesterday, after we lost both those overtime games, I had this feeling that I haven't had in a long time, and it was just this feeling of like, oh my God, today's not going to be a good day. I just felt like the rest of the games, even though we still had 2 favorites left to go in hockey on a system that returned 66%. I just got this weird feeling like it was not going to be a good day. We went 0-3 in hockey yesterday on a system that hits between 64 to 66%. The odds of going 0-3 at 66% is like 17-18 to 1, something like that. Like, that's pretty unlucky. I mean, it happens. But anyway, so we're gonna put yesterday behind us. We're gonna move on. Like I said, I got 4 picks for you guys. I went back over all of yesterday's losses. It took me most of my morning. I didn't even move on to today's stuff till I went back over everything we lost yesterday. Again, I admit to you guys, on certain games where I made a mistake. Like I told you in that Army game where we took UMass, that was a mistake. I've told you other mistakes I've made. I ultimately, I just think it boils down to that was how it turned out yesterday. I don't like losing. And I'll tell you this right now, guys. It doesn't matter how long you do this for. Some of you guys are just starting out. It doesn't matter how long you do this for. You will never get used to using. You'll never be happy about using. You'll never be happy about losing. But it's something you have to get used to. It's something you have to live with. And, you make yourself better and you learn from your mistakes, and that's what you try to do. But, I mean, the systems are sound. I went back, I checked them all, again, just to make sure that, are they still relevant today? Because Vegas, obviously, when sharps start beating them, Vegas makes changes to adapt. So, you're never in a position when you're betting on sports where you figure out a system and you say, okay, that's it. I have a great system and it's going to work for the rest of my life. That's just not the case because, Vegas adapts. I have a few systems where they've been, profitable year in and year out for 10 plus years, even 15 years if you back check them. Then there's other systems that, they were returning 27, 28% ROI for a number of years. And then the last 3 or 4 years, they've been returning nothing or even minus profits. And you have to kind of be willing to cut them loose. So, you do have to always stay on top. You have to learn and stuff. So, you guys can be confident anyways. And at least my picks that, I am going back and I'm double checking that stuff. And, I think it really is important. You have to continue to learn every single day in this business. And, a lot of you guys message me and say, thank you so much. I'm learning this, I'm learning that. And that's fantastic. And that's the one thing I'll tell you guys is never stop learning. Like, never stop learning. The second that you stop learning, Vegas will find a way to beat you. Believe me. Believe that. All right. So, I got 4 picks for you guys today. So, I'm going to go in. I got an NBA pick, and I have 3 college basketball plays for you guys. So, the first pick, we have Golden State and playing at LA Lakers. So, Golden State, LA Lakers. So, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a full breakdown of this game, but I'm also going to give you a system here, one that you guys can do at home without the help of, computers and databases and all that stuff. And, until some of you get to the point where you can invest, a significant amount of money into, into computer systems and things like that, like I do, this is the next best thing, to find systems that are easy to find and easy to play. Make notes, and you know what to start looking for. So I'm going to show you one of those in this game here. And the system I showed you guys yesterday in hockey, guys, like, do not lose faith in that. That system has made me money for a long time. We went 0-3 yesterday in hockey. But again, I told you guys, I think I got the ROI here. It's an 11.5% ROI over a very long term. So don't dismiss that, guys. You have that system now. Take advantage of that, okay? Just because we went 0-3 yesterday, guys, call it a statistical anomaly, call it bad luck, call it whatever you want. It's a good system and it's worked for many years. So keep that in mind. All right, so the first game, guys, Golden State, LA Lakers. We're going to be taking Golden State +8. In this particular game, Golden State is getting 31% of the bets, 46% of the money. So that, you guys know, is a money distribution that I would love, okay? 31% of bets, 46% of money. So that spread difference between those is between that 7 and 21. That's that sweet spot that I like. So we obviously have more money, which indicates sharp plays. And at 46% of the money, it's under the 50% threshold, meaning we're betting with Vegas. So that's what I like to see. Those are the spreads that I really, really like to see in the money distribution side of things. We obviously have steam. I shouldn't say obviously. I mean, with a spread that wide, it would indicate steam. It would indicate, a very large bet or two from one or two bettors or more. But in this case, we do have steam. 3 system indicators on it. The 3 system indicators range anywhere from 54% to 57%. I'm going to give you guys one that's hitting 57%. But before I dive into that, I like to talk about the psychology of betting, and it's very important in this game, guys. So let's try and wrap our heads around this really quickly. Well, the psychology of this is, okay, so this line opens up at +10, okay? Lakers are a 10-point favorite. So a lot of money comes in on LA. There's a majority of money comes in on LA. So 54% of the money is on the LA Lakers. So if the line opened at 10, what you would normally expect with 54% of the money is you would expect either that line's going to stay at 10, maybe it goes 10 and then it goes to -115, -120. Potentially you could see the line go to -10.5, but what did we see? We saw that line go a reverse line move, come down to 8. It dropped 2 full points, even though more money's going to the LA Lakers. So what does that tell us, guys? That tells us Las Vegas wants more money on the Lakers. Why else would they lower the spread by 2 points, even though they're getting more money on Los Angeles already? Because they want more money, because they know with Golden State they have an advantage. They know what we know in this particular case, possibly something else. But they know what we know for the most part. The percentages are definitely on our side, guys. We have steam, 3 system indicators, which is very strong in basketball. And I'm going to give you one that's 57%. So if you guys want to write this down, the record with this is 499 wins, 372 losses, good for 57.3%. All right? So it's slightly complex when I explain it to you guys, but once you get the hang of it, you know what to look for. Very, very simple. Okay? So here's basically what we want to look for. So first off, we want to look for a visiting team underdog. All right? Now we want to make sure that we were an underdog in the previous game. So we're not only an underdog this game, we're underdog in the previous game. Now we want to see that our opponent that we're playing against covered the spread in the last game and that we didn't. All right? So we want to find a visiting team. We want to make sure they're an underdog visiting team. We want to make sure they're an underdog in the last game. We want to make sure our team didn't cover the spread in the last game. And we want to make sure the team that we're playing against did cover the spread. When you find that, guys, 57% winners. And that is straight Vegas playing the psychology aspect on people. People think, a team that's been underdogs 2 games, they didn't cover last game. Lakers did cover last game. The public's going to bet on them, guys. And that's where Vegas makes a lot of their money. Public's only winning, betting against them. What are they winning? 43%, less than 43%, 42 point some percent. So that's a great system to be able to use at home, guys. I'm going to jump in and get you guys our college basketball plays today. So again, I wish I could get a little bit more in depth with, the indicators I'm using on this. But again, I haven't shared this indicators with anyone. Like, I haven't told my father what these indicators are. Like, it's like I'm guarding this like with my life, because to the best of my knowledge, Vegas has no clue, and nobody has any clue about these. But these have been long-term winners, guys. These are winners that I'm hitting double-digit, like 20+% ROIs for 5 straight years on these. So I will give you these games happily, but unfortunately, I'm just not going to give out the information in terms of how I'm getting it. But I will give you the 3 games for today. So system indicator, guys, again, going 63%. I gave you 3 games yesterday, went 2-1. We're 19-8 so far, or I'm 19-8 so far this year using the system indicator. So it's actually hitting above historically where it's hit. And I have 3 games, guys. So the first game is Drexel and Rutgers. We're going to go under 143.5. So Drexel, Rutgers under 143.5. The next game, guys, is Wisconsin, Green Bay, and New Mexico. I will give you one caveat in this game, guys, is remember I told you the indicator hits at 63%? This is an above and beyond super indicator. This is where you have lines where the total is between 150 to 170. Those actually hit at 68.6%. So these are even better, these games, when you find these high total games. So Wisconsin, Green Bay, New Mexico, we're going to go under 162.5. So under 162.5. Last game, guys, Grand Canyon and San Diego State. We are going to go under. So you can find this line 134.5 to 135. I'm seeing it it was 135. I'm seeing most places now 134.5. So it's fallen half a point. So that's what I'm going to give you guys to pick at is 134.5. So we're going to go under 134.5. Again, guys, I know this doesn't apply to a lot of you, but I know some of you guys just in discussions are moving like serious money. Grand Canyon, San Diego State, don't be lazy. Move the action around. Don't go into one place, guys. You will get noticed. No one's betting on Grand Canyon, San Diego State. So if you walk in with 5K, it's a flag. Anyways, Grand Canyon, San Diego State, we're going under 134.5. Wisconsin, Green Bay, New Mexico, we like it when there's a higher totals that fit into this system. We're going under 162.5. Drexel, Rutgers, we're going under 143.5. Again, the system indicator has been hitting 63%. This year, we're 19-8. I don't know what that is a percentage. What is that, like 27? I don't know. It's high 60s anyways, maybe 70. And last game, guys, Golden State. We are going to take Golden State +8. It's pretty well +8 right across the board. We got steam in that game. Great money distribution. 3 indicators, and again, I told you guys that indicator, 57%. You can do it at home. We're 499 wins, 372 losses. That's visiting team underdogs. When we were the underdogs in the last game, so basically you want to make sure they're fairly bad teams. The opponent's record is 1 win against the spread, so they won their last game, and we didn't cover. You can hit 57% with that. So there you go, another one. I'll try, like, whenever I find something simple you don't need a computer for, I'm going to keep letting you guys know about that, and stuff you can do at home, you can continue to learn, and hopefully one day you're able to just make all the picks and you see all the systems, you do all that stuff. But guys, bottom line, even if you get to that point, remember, you have to learn. I watch all kinds of videos, I read all kinds of stuff. I listen to everyone's opinion, whether I agree or disagree, because you never know when you're going to hear something that makes sense. And I do. You guys have told me stuff. I'm looking into now. I'm trying to develop systems around. So, we're going to help each other, right? So, anyways, guys, that's it for today. I really appreciate the support. My apologies for yesterday. It happens. So let's hope for a better day today, guys. 4 picks. That's it. I'll be back tomorrow. So, as always, guys, have a very lucky day.